Before humans fully understood the relentless rules of the African savanna, before science revealed how each creature fights to live one more day, there already existed a world where survival was never guaranteed. On the golden grasslands of Africa, among migratory herds, tall grass, and lurking shadows, every animal must flee, endure, and make decisions very quickly to escape the most dangerous predators. Welcome to wild Tanzania, the predators that dominate the African savanna. Please give us a like and subscribe to the channel to give us more motivation to produce more quality content. Don't forget to comment your thoughts on the video below and let us know where you're watching from so we can discuss together. Let's start. On the vast grasslands of Tanzania, under a sky that stretches to infinity, reigns a species that has dominated the African savanna for millennia. The lion is not just a hunter. It is the invisible architect of balance where Panthera leo lives. From the Serengeti to the Ngorongoro Crater, the lion's roar can be heard more than 8 kilometers away. It is a sound that announces territory, power, and a hierarchy that no other predator dares to challenge. But the true secret behind the lion's reign does not lie in the muscular strength of the male, but in something much more subtle: the unique social structure of the pride, something that no other large feline on this planet possesses. A pride can count between 15 and 40 individuals, formed mainly by related females, mothers, daughters, and sisters who stay together throughout their lives. This blood bond is the backbone of the pride's survival. While the males patrol the borders and confront intruders, it is the females who carry the real weight of the pride on their shoulders: hunting. They are the true providers of life in the heart of the savanna. Lionesses perform more than 90% of all successful hunts for the pride. Their bodies, lighter and more agile than the males, are designed by nature for endurance and explosive bursts of speed. An adult lioness weighs between 110 and 165 kilograms and can reach speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour over short distances, enough to corner an adult wildebeest weighing over 250 kilograms. When night falls, the pride transforms completely. Solitary hunting becomes ineffective, and in its place emerges a nearly military coordination among the females. Each one knows her exact position. Some lionesses act as drivers, pushing the prey in a specific direction, while others wait patiently hidden among the tall grass, ready for the final attack. This collective ambush strategy allows the pride to take down prey up to 5 times larger than a single lion, something impossible for a solitary hunter to achieve. In the dry season, when water becomes scarce and herds of wildebeest and zebra gather around the few rivers that still flow, the savanna turns into a deadly chessboard. Lionesses take advantage of this pivotal moment. Thirst forces prey to lower their guard as they approach the riverbank, and it is there that the pride strikes with lethal precision. during the most difficult months of the year, cooperation among females reaches its peak. Sharing the work means sharing the survival of the entire pride, including the cubs. An adult male lion can weigh up to 190 kilograms, and although he rarely participates in group hunting, his presence deters hyenas and other predators from stealing the fruit of the female's labor. When the pride finally takes down its prey, a strict ritual begins. The males eat first, followed by the lionesses, and the cubs receive what remains at the end. But the story of the hunt does not end with the pride. What remains of the carcass becomes a feast for dozens of other species that depend on that surplus to survive. Vultures are the first to arrive, spiraling down from the sky just minutes after the prey falls, guided by a vision capable of detecting carrion from a height of several kilometers. Not long after, jackals appear, faster and more cunning, taking advantage of every moment of distraction to snatch small pieces of meat before the larger predators return. Spotted hyenas, with a bite capable of crushing even bone, close this cycle, ensuring that practically nothing from the prey's body is wasted on the savanna. This constant flow of nutrients from the prey to dozens of scavenger species is what makes the lion a fundamental link for the entire life chain of the ecosystem. By controlling the populations of wildebeest, zebras and other herbivores, lions prevent these species from multiplying uncontrollably and completely depleting the savanna's vegetation. Without this constant predation pressure, overgrazing would destroy the fertile soil of Tanzania, turning green grasslands into arid land in just a few decades. For this reason, scientists consider the lion a keystone species, an organism whose disappearance would cause a chain collapse across the entire African savanna ecosystem. Every roar that echoes in the Serengeti night is not merely a territorial warning. It is the sound of an entire natural system being held in perfect balance thanks to this species. The lion does not rule the savanna only by its strength. It rules because every part of its existence, from the hunt to death, sustains the life of an entire ecosystem. From the top of a high mound, the cheetah scans the savanna with extraordinary vision. Its eyes can detect the movement of prey from a distance of more than 5 kilometers. The black marks under its eyes, like dark tears, help reduce sun glare and increase focus. It is a perfect natural design for daytime hunting. Before moving, the cheetah stands perfectly still for many long minutes. Every bit of energy is too precious to waste before the decisive moment. With slow and calculated steps, it creeps through the tall grass without making a sound. The ideal attack distance is between 60 and 70 meters from the target. Amidst the gazelle herd, its eyes lock onto a young gazelle, slightly lagging behind the herd. Young and inexperienced individuals often become the preferred target. In just an instant, the cheetah breaks its stillness and launches into a full-speed chase. It can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3 seconds. Its body reaches speeds close to 100 kilometers per hour, the fastest land-running speed in the animal kingdom. Each stride covers nearly 7 meters of ground. Its long tail acts as a natural rudder, helping it turn abruptly without losing balance. Semi-retractable claws dig into the ground like the spikes on a runner's shoe. The young gazelle zigzags desperately, trying to escape the predator chasing it, but every change in direction costs precious seconds that it cannot have. At maximum speed, the cheetah extends its front leg and strikes the prey's hind leg. That single accurate blow completely unbalances the gazelle. The prey falls to the ground amidst a cloud of dust and scattered grass. The cheetah subdues it by gripping tightly onto the throat. The entire chase rarely exceeds 30 seconds, a limit set by the hunter's own body. After that time, the risk of overheating becomes a real threat. The success rate of these hunts is around 50%, a notable figure compared to other large cats. The combination of speed, timing, and precision determines each strike. After the extreme effort, the cheetah needs 20 to 30 minutes to catch its breath before it can eat. That vulnerable moment can cost it the entire prey. Lions and hyenas often take advantage of that forced break to steal the fruit of the hunt. Therefore, the cheetah is not only the fastest hunter, but also one of the most vulnerable species on the savanna. On the vast and golden plains of the African savanna, a symbol of resilience and natural design emerges. The plains zebra, scientifically called Equus quagga, is not just a relative of the horse, but the architect of movement. Its appearance is a masterpiece of evolution, a pattern of black and white stripes that disrupts the vision of predators. This phenomenon, known as dazzle camouflage, creates an optical illusion that makes it difficult for a lion to distinguish a single individual. An adult zebra can weigh up to 350 kilograms and measure 1 meter 50 centimeters to the withers. Its eyes, located on the sides of the head, provide a peripheral field of view of nearly 360 degrees. This exceptional vision allows it to detect any suspicious movement in the tall grass, even while grazing. The zebra's survival depends on the strength of the herd, forming groups that act as a single vigilant organism. During the Great Migration, these animals travel hundreds of kilometers following the cycle of rains and the growth of grass. Instinct leads them toward vital water sources, facing mortal dangers at every step of the way. The force from its kick can reach 15,000 newtons, enough to break a lion's jaw with just one impact. In a race for survival, the zebra reaches speeds of up to 65 kilometers per hour with amazing endurance. Unlike cheetahs, zebras can maintain their speed over long distances, exhausting those chasing them. However, nature is unforgiving, and young or sick individuals are always the constant target of predators. A newborn foal must stand firm in less than 20 minutes to not fall behind and lose its life. The zebra's ecological role is fundamental, as their hooves act as natural plows that help loosen the soil. By trampling the ground, they create conditions for plant seeds to enter and germinate when the next rains arrive. Their waste acts as a high-quality organic fertilizer that enriches the exhausted lands of the savanna. As pioneer herbivores, they consume the toughest part of plants, leaving the tender grass for other ruminants. The zebra is the engine maintaining the health and renewal of the African ecosystem through its life cycle. Its existence is a reminder that beauty and brute strength can coexist in perfect balance. Every stripe on its body tells a story of survival, adaptation, and power in the heart of the wild. On the vast savannas of Africa, a warrior with dark skin and a steady gaze walks without fear, for it knows it is never truly alone. The African buffalo does not rely on the strength of a single individual, but on the unbreakable unity of the entire herd. Their territory stretches across much of sub-Saharan Africa, from open savannas to dense forests and swamps. This ability to adapt to many different environments has helped this species exist in places where many others could not hold ground. An adult male can weigh from 700 to 900 kilograms, with a height up to 1.7 meters at the shoulder. Their horns, merged into a thick bone plate called the boss, form a natural protective helmet that can withstand the most violent impacts. Although eyesight is not exceptional, smell and hearing compensate for that limitation, alerting the whole herd to any danger nearby. Thick skin protects them from thorns and insects, while birds, like the oxpecker, perch on their backs to remove parasites. During the dry season, hundreds of buffaloes gather around the few remaining water sources. By eating tall grass, they control the height of vegetation and open ways for other herbivores to feed. An adult buffalo can weigh twice as much as an adult lioness, making every single confrontation an unequal battle for the big cat. The strength of the lunge, driven by hundreds of kilograms of muscle, is enough to toss a large-sized predator into the air. buffalo herds can gather several hundred individuals, even exceeding 1,000 in regions with high resource abundance. When a lion attacks a member of the herd, the others do not run away. Instead, they organize for a collective counterattack. Dozens of angry buffaloes surround the predator, charging with their horns, and in many cases, they have successfully rescued the captured one. They communicate with deep roars, snorts, and body movements indicating alertness, submission, or readiness to attack. In the herd, the older females usually lead the movements, deciding the direction to find water and fresh pastures. The dung they leave behind enriches the soil with essential nutrients, promoting the growth of new trees. When a buffalo dies, its body becomes a vital food source for hyenas, vultures, and other scavengers on the savanna. For this reason, the African buffalo not only protects its place on the savanna, but also maintains, through both its life and death, the balance of an entire ecosystem. On the infinite plains of Tanzania, a predator emerges whose strength lies not in individual size, but in absolute unity. The African wild dog, known scientifically as Lycaon pictus, is nicknamed the painted wolf thanks to its coat full of asymmetrical color spots. Each individual possesses a unique color pattern on its body, which allows pack members to recognize each other instantly. With a weight of only about 25 kilograms, this canine species compensates for its low weight with an extremely strong and hierarchical social structure. Cooperation is the core of their existence, working together to hunt, protect the territory, and care for the most vulnerable individuals. They're considered the world's most efficient hunters, reaching a success rate of up to 80% in their attacks. Unlike large big cat species, their strategy relies on infinite endurance to exhaust prey over long distances of many kilometers. They can maintain a steady speed of 60 kilometers per hour for a long time, tirelessly chasing their target. Their favorite prey are the Thompson's gazelle and young zebras, targets that they surround using coordinated flanking movements. To avoid deadly conflicts, these wild dogs must be cautious and dodge the presence of lions and spotted hyenas. In the pack, the adults prioritize nourishing the young by regurgitating food to ensure the growth of the next generation. Their ecological role is vital as they control small herbivore populations and maintain the genetic health of species. However, they face serious threats such as habitat loss and diseases transmitted from domestic dogs at the border of national parks. Climate change alters hunting cycles, testing the incredible resilience of these tactical architects. Protecting the African wild dog is preserving one of the most sophisticated and oldest cooperation systems of the wild. In the murky and dangerous waters of the Mara River, the absolute king of the underwater world is lurking, the Nile crocodile. Known scientifically as Crocodilus niloticus, this reptile is a living remnant from the dinosaur era with an evolutionary history of millions of years. Its body structure is designed for absolute stealth, with eyes and nostrils strategically placed on the upper part of the flat skull. This adaptation allows it to stay almost completely submerged, observing prey without revealing its majestic and dangerous presence. The body of this apex predator is protected by an armor of bone scales and thick skin capable of resisting violent attacks. It possesses integumentary sensory organs on its jaw skin that help detect the smallest vibrations and pressure changes in the surrounding water. During the Great Migration, the crocodile waits with infinite patience as thousands of wildebeest gather in fear by the riverbank. When stalking, it moves like an inert log, using its muscular tail to push itself silently below the water's surface. With a weight that can reach 750 kilograms, it is a mass of pure strength capable of dragging massive prey down into the abyss. The attack is a powerful sonic explosion of energy when the crocodile snaps its jaw with a terrifying force of up to 22,000 newtons. Once it holds the victim, it begins the death roll, rotating its body to tear the prey apart instantly. This bite pressure is significantly greater than that of a lion or a tiger, making it the most efficient killing machine on the river. Its role in the ecosystem is that of a biological filter, removing the weakest or sickest individuals from the herds crossing the river. An adult crocodile can consume up to 20% of its body weight in meat in just one intense feeding. This ancient survivor is the guardian of life cycles, ensuring the balance and health of African waters for millennia. Rising above the African savanna horizon, the giraffe appears, the silent sentinel and the living skyscraper of the animal kingdom. Known scientifically as Giraffa camelopardalis, this giant is a wonder of biological engineering and evolutionary adaptation. Its neck, which can measure up to 2 meters in length, curiously possesses only 7 vertebrae, the same number as a human being. With a total height reaching 6 meters, the giraffe accesses a food niche that no other herbivore can reach in nature. Its diet is mainly based on acacia leaves, which are rich in nutrients and moisture vital for its survival. To extract leaves from between thorns, it uses a 50-centimeter prehensile tongue, dark in color to avoid sunburn. The inside of its mouth is lined with an extremely tough tissue that allows it to chew thorny branches without suffering any injury. An adult giraffe must consume nearly 34 kilograms of foliage each day to maintain its huge and heavy body structure. Its heart is a powerful 11-kilogram engine that pumps blood at a pressure twice as high as that of a normal human. Although it seems peaceful, a kick from its front legs can generate enough force to kill a lion instantly. Due to their superior height, they act as natural watchtowers, warning other animals of the presence of predators from a distance. In the savanna ecosystem, the giraffe is essential for pruning trees and dispersing seeds through its waste. Regrettably, these creatures are facing severe habitat loss due to agricultural expansion and the fragmentation of African territory. Poaching and conflict with humans have caused a 40% decrease in their total population in recent decades. Protecting the giraffe is safeguarding the elegance and balance of a wild world that fights for its existence every day. Tanzania represents the ultimate sanctuary of wildlife on the African continent, a natural laboratory where evolution displays all its glory. Nearly 40% of its territory is under state protection, forming a massive network of national parks and game reserves. Serengeti National Park, with an area of 14,750 square kilometers, is the setting for the largest and most complex migration on Earth. On these lands live more than 430 species of mammals, including the legendary Big Five that dominate the ecological pyramid. This nation is an ornithological paradise with over 1,100 species of birds, which fill the sky with colors and ancient sounds. The Ngorongoro Crater acts as a perfect natural fortress, home to one of the highest predator densities in the entire world. The diversity of reptiles is amazing, with massive pythons and crocodiles patrolling the rivers like guardians of a lost era. Lake Manyara stands out for its unique ecosystem, where flocks of flamingos dye the alkaline waters pink under the scorching sun. In the north, Mount Kilimanjaro rises to 5,895 meters, including many climate zones from tropical forests to eternal glaciers. This biological richness is facing a permanent challenge from human development and the fragmentation of ancient migration routes. Conservation efforts in Tanzania are vital to ensure that the cycles of nature are not stopped before modernization. Preserving this biodiversity is protecting the soul of the earth and ensuring the survival of life in its purest form. On the rivers of Africa, a colossal presence emerges, challenging the peace of the water, the common hippopotamus. Known by the scientific name Hippopotamus amphibius, this giant is an incredible example of semi-aquatic adaptation. Despite its terrestrial appearance, evolutionary studies reveal that their closest living relatives are the cetaceans, such as whales and dolphins. This ancestral link explains their absolute dependence on water, where they spend up to 16 hours a day to regulate their body temperature. Under a scorching sun exceeding 40 degrees Celsius, their extremely sensitive skin needs the constant protection of rivers and lagoons. They lack sweat glands, but instead secrete a red liquid that acts as a natural antibiotic and a powerful sunscreen. An adult male can reach a massive weight of 3,000 kilograms, second in terrestrial size only to elephants and rhinoceroses. They live in social groups or herds dominated by an alpha male, who fiercely protect their stretch of river against any intruder. In the dry season, when water pools shrink, tension increases and territorial confrontations become brutal and bloody. When night falls, the hippo leaves the water's safety to enter dry land in search of food. It can travel up to 10 kilometers in a single night, following paths marked by its own footprints through the vegetation. In each night journey, it consumes about 40 kilograms of short grass to nourish its massive muscular structure. Its eating behavior fulfills an important ecological mission, transporting nutrients from the land to the riverbed through waste. These silicon and nitrogen-rich wastes fertilize the water, maintaining fish populations and aquatic microorganisms. They possess a formidable jaw that can open to a 180-degree angle, revealing ivory fangs up to 50 centimeters long. Their bite force is one of the strongest in the animal kingdom, estimated to reach 12,600 newtons, enough to bite a boat or a crocodile in half. Despite their clumsy and heavy appearance, on land they can run at a surprising speed of 30 kilometers per hour. It is considered one of Africa's most dangerous and aggressive animals, responsible for more attacks on humans than lions or buffaloes. The hippo is an ecosystem engineer whose paths and canals physically alter the flow of water in deltas and wetlands. Preserving this river giant is ensuring the health of African hydrological systems and the survival of thousands of species dependent on it. In the twilight of the savannah, a clever and agile figure emerges known as the black-backed jackal, the strategist of the shadows. scientifically named Lupulella mesomelus, this member of the canine family is one of the most persistent and versatile survivors of the African continent. Its most distinctive feature is the dark, white speckled coat covering its back, contrasting with the reddish tone on its limbs. With a weight of about 8 kilograms, its body is designed for speed and extreme endurance on arid and hot terrains. This opportunistic predator operates mainly at dusk and night, taking advantage of the curtain of darkness to stalk its victims. Its diet is extremely varied, hunting small rodents, birds, and even insects with amazing precision and agility. It possesses an extraordinary hearing that allows it to detect the smallest movements of prey hidden underground or among thick shrubs. Besides being a skilled hunter, the jackal is a professional scavenger, always carefully watching large cats to take advantage of leftovers. It patiently waits until lions or leopards finish their feast to clear up the remaining meat and nutrients on the bones. Unlike other social canines, they usually form permanent monogamous pairs, protecting their 2 square kilometer territory with a surprising ferocity. Its presence is the foundation of ecological balance, as it helps control small animal populations and clean biological wastes. The black-backed jackal is a symbol of adaptation, thriving where others fail thanks to its sharp intelligence and an unshakable survival instinct. On the vast stage of the Serengeti, the protagonist of nature's greatest epic appears, the blue wildebeest, the tireless engine of wildlife. Known scientifically as Conochaetes taurinus, this antelope is the basic pillar that the entire East African ecosystem relies on. With an appearance that looks like a blend of many animals, it possesses a strong head, a shaggy beard, and slender legs designed for persistent endurance. An average adult can weigh up to 250 kilograms and reach a height of 1 meter 50 centimeters at the shoulder. The wildebeest's life is defined by perpetual movement, being part of the Great Migration, a circular journey that never ends. More than 1,500,000 individuals gather into a crowded mass, creating a spectacle visible even from outer space. In their quest for fresh grass and cool water, they cross an astonishing distance of 800 kilometers through harsh terrains. Their senses are fine-tuned to detect rain from a very long distance, following the scent of moisture and the sound of thunder from afar. Along their path, they must face an army of predators waiting patiently to take advantage of the abundant meat. Lions, leopards, and hyenas patrol the plains, picking the weakest or lagging individuals from the giant army. The most dramatic moment occurs when crossing the Mara River, where they must jump into waters filled with giant crocodiles weighing 700 kilograms. Chaos and panic cover the river as thousands of animals fight to get to the other side under the gaze of underwater predators. Despite the danger, the wildebeest can run at a speed of 80 kilometers per hour, using its agility to dodge deadly attacks. The group's survival strategy relies on synchronization, especially during the breeding season on the southern plains. In a period of just 3 weeks, nearly 500,000 calves are born, flooding the ecosystem and exceeding the consumption capacity of predators. A newborn calf is capable of standing firm and running with its mother within just 7 minutes of being born. The ecological role of the wildebeest is irreplaceable, as they act as natural mowers, maintaining the health of grasslands. Their waste leaves behind tons of nitrogen and phosphorus every day, fertilizing the soil and allowing vegetation to regenerate quickly. If the massive presence of the wildebeest were missing, the Serengeti would turn into a biological desert, causing the collapse of the populations of large carnivores. This species is the heartbeat of Africa, a tide of life flowing with resilient strength before the rules of the wild. In the twilight of the savannas and dense shrubs in Tanzania, a deadly ghost appears known as the spirit of the trees. The leopard, scientific name Panthera pardus, is the most mysterious and solitary feline patrolling the heart of the continent. Its body is a canvas of black rosettes that break its shape, allowing it to blend into the dancing light and shadows of the vegetation. Although it is smaller than a lion with an average weight of 60 kilograms, its muscular strength is massive and amazing. This master of stealth is capable of thriving in arid deserts, tropical rainforests, and rugged mountains with amazing ease. Its senses are tuned to perfection, with night vision that can catch the smallest movements in the absolute darkness of the forest. As an ambush predator, the leopard uses extreme patience to approach within a few meters of its victim without being detected. With an explosive jump, it uses its retractable claws to anchor itself to the prey while its fangs seek the throat with surgical precision. Its greatest superpower is the ability to climb vertical trunks while carrying prey that often exceeds its own body weight. By hoisting its food to high branches, the leopard protects its prize from the brute strength of lions and the persistence of hyenas. It is a solitary sovereign that marks its territory through urine and deep claw marks on the bark of acacia trees. Its diet is the widest among big cats. hunting everything from small antelopes to birds and baboons with the same efficiency. Currently, this elegant hunter faces the critical threat of habitat loss due to the expansion of human settlements. Illegal hunting for its beautiful coat and direct conflict with livestock owners have significantly reduced its populations in many regions. Preserving the leopard is ensuring the survival of the most elusive and resilient spirit of the wild nature of our planet. On the vast plains of the Ngorongoro Crater, a predator of superior intelligence and relentless strength reigns, the spotted hyena. Known scientifically as Crocuta crocuta, this species challenges prejudices by possessing one of the most complex social structures in the animal kingdom. Their clans are dominated by alpha females who exceed the males in size and aggressiveness, leading with an iron discipline. The hyena possesses the most powerful jaw among Africa's land carnivores, capable of exerting a pressure of 4,500 newtons. This massive strength allows it to crush bones 10 centimeters thick to access the bone marrow, a resource that other predators ignore. Although it is often labeled a scavenger, the hyena is a formidable hunter that takes down 70% of its food by itself. They use coordinated siege tactics to surround and exhaust large prey like zebras or wildebeests, weighing 250 kilograms. Their endurance is legendary, being capable of chasing its target at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour over long distances. They maintain an ancestral and bloody rivalry with lions, competing fiercely for the dominance of hunting territories in Tanzania. Their vocalizations, which resemble hysterical laughter, are actually complex chemical and acoustic signals to coordinate the clan. As a savanna cleaner, the hyena recycles vital nutrients and prevents the spread of diseases by consuming decaying carcasses. The spotted hyena is an essential component of biological balance, a cunning warrior that guarantees the vitality of the African ecosystem. On the golden horizon of Tanzania, the most slender figure of nature rises, the giraffe, the eternal sentinel of the savanna. This gentle giant, known as Giraffa camelopardalis, observes the world from a dizzying height of up to 6 meters. Its anatomy is a triumph of evolution, with a majestic neck designed to reach the youngest and highest vegetation. With a weight that can reach 1,200 kilograms, its presence imposes a silent respect among all the inhabitants of the plains. However, under this appearance of serenity, the giraffe faces a constant struggle to protect the life of its vulnerable calves. A newborn calf measures nearly 2 meters in height, becoming a visible target for the most ferocious predators in the ecosystem. The lion and the leopard lurk in the brush, waiting for the slightest parental oversight to launch a coordinated and lethal attack. The mother giraffe acts as a living shield, using her panoramic vision to guard the surroundings within a radius of several kilometers. When the danger is imminent, this giant deploys its most powerful defense, a kick capable of fracturing bones instantly. The force of its kick can reach 15,000 newtons, a devastating power that can repel even a pride of hungry lions. To nourish its immense body, the giraffe consumes up to 34 kilograms of nutrient-rich acacia leaves every day. Its 50-centimeter prehensile tongue is a precision tool capable of dodging the sharpest thorns of the trees. The heart of this titan must pump blood with extreme pressure to overcome gravity and reach its brain. As a keystone species, its role in seed dispersal is fundamental for the regeneration of the forests and grasslands of Tanzania. Preserving the giraffe is ensuring the permanence of elegance and balance in one of the wildest habitats on Earth. The East African horizon transforms each year into the stage for the grandest spectacle of wildlife, the Great Migration. This phenomenon involves more than 1,500,000 wildebeests, known as Conocators taurinus, and 200,000 specimens of Equus quagga or zebras. The journey spans a massive ecosystem connecting Serengeti National Park in Tanzania with the Masai Mara Reserve in Kenya. These herds of herbivores travel a total distance of 800 kilometers in a perpetual cycle in search of fresh pastures and water. The migration represents the largest banquet on the planet for carnivores, attracting hundreds of lions and clans of spotted hyenas. Apex predators take advantage of the herd's fatigue, where only the strongest individuals manage to overcome natural obstacles. The most lethal obstacle is the Mara River, where Nile crocodiles await submerged with a terrifying patience. Thousands of animals throw themselves into the turbulent waters, facing strong currents and a bite pressure of 22,000 newtons from the reptiles. During this trip, the birth of 500,000 calves guarantees the continuity of the species before the relentless laws of nature. The speed of the zebras, which reaches 65 kilometers per hour, is a vital tool for escaping ambushes on the plain. The ecological impact is massive, as the trampling of millions of hooves aerates the soil and waste acts as natural fertilizer. The Great Migration is the heartbeat of the Serengeti, a cycle of death and rebirth that maintains the balance of life in Africa. The Serengeti ecosystem, covering 30,000 square kilometers of golden plains, is the ultimate stage of wildlife on Earth. Its name comes from the Maasai language, Serengeti, which means endless plains where the horizon seems to merge with the sky in an eternal embrace. The geology of this region is marked by phosphorus-rich volcanic ash, creating fertile soil for the continent's most nutritious grasses. During the dry season, the temperature often reaches 35 degrees Celsius, turning the lush green into a sea of brittle and thirsty straw. When the rainy season arrives, the ecosystem revives with explosive speed, transforming the arid landscape into an oasis of fertility and abundance. Kopias, granite rock formations that emerge from the ground, serve as natural watchtowers for the big cats to detect their prey. Here, every hunt is dictated by topography, forcing cheetahs to use their 110 km/h speed in open spaces. The Grumeti and Mara rivers act as vital arteries of this territory, but also as deadly traps during mass migrations. This savanna is home to the world's largest concentration of land mammals, maintaining a dynamic and fierce balance between prey and predator. Natural fires during the African summer eliminate old brush, allowing young sprouts to emerge with greater biological strength and vitality. The passage of millions of hooves releases essential nutrients into the soil, a natural engineering that ensures the health of grasslands for millennia. The Serengeti is the indomitable soul of our planet, a living testimony of nature's resilience in the face of the relentless passage of time. The scorching sun of the African summer dominates the horizon, marking the start of the relentless dry season in the lands of Tanzania. Temperatures easily exceed 40 degrees Celsius, evaporating the courses of small rivers and turning the landscape into a desert of dust. The critical scarcity of water dictates the new rules of survival, forcing thousands of herbivores to congregate at the few permanent waterholes. This vital meeting point transforms into a setting of extreme danger, where every sip of liquid can be the last for a zebra or an impala. Lions lurk among the dry and yellowish grass, using their natural camouflage to blend into the environment while they wait for the exact moment of the attack. The attack of a predator at the waterhole is an explosion of muscular energy, where a 190-kilogram big cat launches its ambush with devastating speed. Beneath the murky surface of the pools, Nile crocodiles remain motionless, detecting the vibrations of hooves through their precise sensory organs. The dry season acts as a relentless biological filter, allowing only the strongest and most cunning individuals to pass the test of thirst and heat. It is the crudest cycle of wild nature, a dance of life and death that awaits with hope the arrival of the first rain-laden clouds. The future of wildlife in Tanzania is at a critical crossroads before the relentless progress of the 21st century. Climate change alters millennial rain cycles, causing extreme droughts that test the resilience of millions of living beings. The expansion of human settlements reduces the biological corridors necessary for the free circulation of the large migratory herds. The conflict between humans and predators increases as livestock invades the hunting territories of hungry lions and leopards. Building modern infrastructure fragments the landscape, making it difficult for animals to access vital water sources. However, Tanzania leads monumental efforts to protect 40% of its territory under strict conservation laws. The use of satellite technology and anti-poaching patrols are essential tools to safeguard the future of the Big Five. Integrating local communities into ecotourism ensures that nature protection is also an engine for economic development. Preserving this sanctuary is a global responsibility, a sacred pact so that future generations hear the roar of the Jungle King. Only through respect and harmony can we ensure that the Serengeti continues to be the indomitable and majestic heartbeat of our planet. Subscribe to the channel and share this video to carry this message of respect far. Each gesture helps to protect nature's wonderful creation.